Hello, today we're going to look at Swedish death cleaning. Sounds pretty grim, doesn't it? Only the Swedish could be this blunt about something. So what is it? What is Swedish death cleaning? It's more than just decluttering stuff. It's about leaving all your affairs in a clean, tidy state. So if you die now, your kids can pick up, clean up and move on without having to deal with years of toot. And oh my God, I wish my parents had known about this, because they left me with boxes and boxes and boxes of paperwork. I had to construct a shelf just to put some of the stuff they left behind. Some of it's beautiful and I'm very grateful for it, but oh my God, I've got some stuff to tidy up. Modern life is a life of excesses. We've basically got too much stuff. And I've been looking at this for a little while. Come on to a book I've read. At the end, I'll go through a book I've read on it, which I think is quite good. I don't want to go minimalist, but I do need to clear out some of my crap. So what should we clear out? Clothes is the obvious one. Almost everyone has too many clothes. Shoes. You ladies got too many shoes? I've got too many too, actually. So clothes is an obvious candidate. It's a good place to start as well. You kind of want somewhere to start and get going on. Boxes of paperwork. I've got my own business. You have to keep your paperwork for 7 years. There was a time when just about everything was on paper, and every year I had a great big box of paperwork, receipts, whatever, that I had to keep for 7 years. It went in a box, got taped up, thrown in the loft. I now find I've got 12 years of accounts up in my loft, weighing a ton. Probably not good for my loft, but certainly not necessary anymore. So that's another good area to clear out. Anything you hoard. For example, I have lots of those big plastic boxes. One of them is full of leads. They're things like rubberized cable when I put the pond fountain in and things like that. If you go and buy it, it's a lot of money, and therefore I can't throw it out. The problem is I've got so much of that stuff that actually when I do need it, I can't find it anyway. So that's another classic. Anything you've hoarded. And then there's the dodgy stuff. How do I put this politely? That video of the girl on the beach with her tits out, who's now your mate's wife, that probably needs to go. That's the sort of thing you don't want to leave for your kids. Anything like that, your dubious collection of videos. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. You know what I mean. All has to go. Don't know what you're going to do with that. I nearly said, don't know what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to get started on Swedish death cleaning. Step 1 is plan. It's tempting to use the planning as procrastination, to put it off. So don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. But you need to plan. So you need to think, where have I got stuff that needs to be cleared? For me, the loft full of paperwork, boxes of things from my parents, boxes of things from my late wife that I haven't had the balls to deal with till now. Easy, put it in a box, put it in the loft, it's forgotten about, and I need to deal with that. So the loft is a first candidate. Where else have I got? I've got shelves of my parents' things, as I said, that's another area. I've got a storage room, again, mostly with furniture left to me by my parents. It's either nice bits of furniture that needs minor repairs or actually just junk needs throwing out, and I just need to deal with it. That's the planning stage. Look at where you can do, what you can do, where you can go. Wardrobes are closed, great place to start. You can open the wardrobe, you can start. But you need to start thinking about what you're going to do. Step 2 is sort. So classically, I make a pile of stuff that I'm going to throw away, and then I just throw it away. I make a pile of stuff I'm going to sell. There's some stuff I've got, odds and sods, electronic gadgets, bits and pieces. I just don't use them anymore. I stick them on eBay and I sell them. And actually, you'd be surprised how much money you make just selling off bits of crap you're not even going to miss. The next is giveaway or charity shop. The charity shops always need stuff. If you've got stuff that you can't sell or isn't going to make you enough money, I've got things that will sell for £10. By the time I've boxed them all up, posted them, tracked them, been paid for them, actually they're probably not worth the time. Give them to the charity shop. Let them deal with it. They're well suited to dealing with it. And stuff you can give away. The stuff that I would leave to my kids, give it to them now. Let them enjoy it now. So I go through and I sort into what I'm going to do. So most of my paperwork, if I have to keep it for 7 years, I've got to keep it for 7 years. If it's not past its 7 years, it goes back into the keep pile. If it's over 7 years, it's going to go into the burn pile. So just go through and sort into piles of what you're going to do with that particular area. Step 3, simple, but the most difficult. You need to be ruthless. You need to get rid of stuff. You need to get rid of those attachments to things. There will be things that you'll look at and you think, do I really want to throw that out? Then you've got to weigh that up, and that's the difficult bit, but you do need to be ruthless. Otherwise you'll just end up sorting and ending up with the same crap as you had at the beginning. So step 3, ruthless. Go on, you can do it. Step 4, start. Actually do. Doesn't matter how small. If you plan an area that's nice and small and easy, get it done. Mine was the loft with all the paperwork. A lot of work, but it was an easy decision. Is it over 7 years old? Bonfire. Burn it. Yes, it took ages to burn it because you have to burn everything now because everybody's looking for your account details and whatever in your rubbish. But burn it, get rid of it. And so that was an easy one and gives you a quick hit. Because it's easy, it's a quick hit. Take one area and nail it. Step 5, at the end, sit back and appraise what you've done. See how good you feel. Honestly, I've had so much clutter, and at the end of it I felt fantastic. I've cleared out a whole area. I reckon I've cleared out 4/5 of my loft, and that's a good feeling. You can actually walk around in my loft now. You were climbing over boxes before. Then have a look round and say, I've done it for that area, now what else can I do? Actually, when it feels so good, you'll find you get hooked on it. It's quite addictive to go through clearing stuff out. And finally, do you want to go any further? Do you want to go minimalist? Do you want to get a bit more ruthless? And there's those few things that you looked at and you thought, oh, I'm not sure. When you feel how good it is to get rid of stuff, you might want to go back to those items and clear them out. I read a book called Stuffocation. Penguin, James Woolman. Honestly, I really recommend it. Absolutely fantastic. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's a bit of a long old read. I kind of feel he could have covered that in about a third of the size. But honestly, couldn't recommend it more. Well, there you go. That's another video done. It's a much shorter one this week because I had a lot of comments that people were saying it was getting a bit long, some of the videos, a bit rambling. I know it's grumpy old man ramblings, but a bit too rambly. So I just thought I'd try something a bit shorter. Tomorrow I'm off to Scotland to do the North Coast 500, the route around the very north tip of Scotland. 500 miles of beautiful coastline. Hopefully the weather will be good. Makes a big difference in Scotland. So there's a clue as to what I think next week's video will be about. And as I say, if you like this shorter format or you don't like it, let me know in the comments below. If you've liked the video and you found that Swedish Death Cleaning has been helpful for you, then like and subscribe. Makes a big difference to the channel, and I'll see you in a week.